solution, principle, direction number one is progress. If you're going to say, how do you deal with adaptability? How do you deal with being able to change? The first thing we need is the principle that, look, I'm not trying to get to an end state. I'm not trying to say, when I get here, I'm done. I'm trying to be in a situation where I, as a team, am getting better. What I really want to say is, for any month in the past year or the next year, I expect the first month to be worse than the second month. Progress says that as a team, as an organization, as a product, we're getting better. We're not trying to reach a goal. We are trying to improve. The best statement of this that I've run into came from Toyota. And the line basically goes, look, what we're seeking is zero waste. Where waste is motion that doesn't add to the value of the product at the end, right? Meetings, including the stand-up, count as waste, right? Because they are time spent not moving the stuff towards being finished. If we were better, if we were telepathic, then I wouldn't need the stand-up, right? The stand-up is a tool I use to be more effective. What I'm seeking is a way that I don't need that. Toyota says, we are seeking zero waste. We don't know whether that's even an achievable goal, but that doesn't stop us from seeking it. We have a direction and we're headed that way. Agility, if you're going to chase adaptability and ability to respond to change, you have to be trying to get better, not trying to get to a certain point, right? Progress is one of the fundamental positions from agility. And so, as an example, I run stand-ups, and a lot of the times I'll run the stand-up for the first month or two using a standard 3-question stand-up, right? And once people have figured out that we can do a stand-up, then I may introduce another question. Hey, who do I need to talk to after the meeting so I don't keep everybody else around, right? And so I'll introduce question number 4. And then sometimes teams, I don't know that any of you have ever seen this, except I'm sure everybody has, where the team likes to report, make a progress report, right? And they do stand up as a progress report instead of as a coordination activity, right? That happens to us in this industry a lot. Hey, here's what I did yesterday. Today, well, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, and no blockers. Great. When I have stand-ups go like that, I recommend as a team that we stop reporting on yesterday. We only talk about what we're going to do this coming day, because the stand-up is supposed to be targeting coordination, not reporting. Okay, so I shift the stand-up to go with the needs. A lot of the time, 6 or 9 months in, we're not doing anything that even resembles the standard 3 questions. The team is going, here's what we need to do to work together effectively. And we're changing it. I haven't had a stable task board on one of my teams for years, right? They changed the task board to solve the problem they're really facing. Weekly? Because the task board is there to support the team, not the other way around, right? And so to be effective, a team should change the task board if it's not solving their needs, right? And as they go about understanding the problems they're really facing and what wait states they need to see, that's what happens? Progress, the team that changed it every month, I worked with them for year and a half. And yes, it slowed down over time, but we were still seeing for the first few months, we would see the chessboard change multiple times a week as we tried to understand the process. As we got better and improved our process and improved our technical skills and improved our DevOpsy techniques and improved our pairing and improved our how well we wrote code, we would change the actual process we did. And by the end, it wasn't changing too often, but I'd come back after a few weeks and I'd go, wait, that's not how the task board looked last time I saw it, right? Because they kept changing it. Year and a half of still tinkering with it as it was getting better. Maybe if you had a 5-year team. There was, we had almost no member change on that team, right? We added members, and we added members via team interviews where the team did the interview, and I had, as a leader, had really nothing to do with the process. I showed them how to do a team interview, find out if the people would work well at that organization and with them. And they did all of the interviewing and deciding, and I would whisper in the back with other managers, here's who I bet they're going to pick. So, we had one major point of turnover. A lead developer left as we transitioned towards pairing because the rest of the team was strongly opinionated that this person could not respect the junior developers. Right? And if you're going to do social programming, respect is central to making it work. And if I'm pairing, there's only one person whose face I see and I see the name. If I'm pairing while coding with MC and I have my 20 years of Java programming and MC may not be 20 years into Java, and he says, hey, I think we should do this. And my answer is, that's stupid. We're going to do it my way. That doesn't really work for social programming. It doesn't work at all for social programming. And at some point, and the team would rather not have that person on the team because it breaks the social cohesion of the team. That was the only departure we had early on. Yes, it is a large challenge. Very simply, there's one answer to social programming. There's one answer to turnover. And the turnover that I have run into, the only answer I've ever seen that works for it is social programming. If I pair or mob with people, I can handle turnover. And if I don't, then when somebody leaves, they take knowledge and it takes me forever to recover. Not like departures don't hurt anyway, but if the departure happens and the person is the only person who knew this, then it's really a problem. To a significant extent, chasing team happiness topics goes a long way towards that, unless they're involuntary departures, which is a different question.